So I've got 5 minutes. Okay. I've got the talking stick. What am I supposed to talk about? How about this weather we've been having? Do I have to talk for the whole 5 minutes? Mum's annoying. There's that. She keeps reminding me to take my pills, like in the middle of the day when I don't need reminding because I take them before breakfast and with breakfast and before bed. It's fine. She's just worried. She's been schwitzing since I was diagnosed. But it's her own fault. She got onto Wikipedia the other day and they've got all these horrible photos of medical shit on there. She told me she was just going to look up my prescriptions, but then she started clicking on all these other conditions and diseases. They had all these photos of like gangrene and, I don't know, eczema. And by the time I got home from school, she was reading about compound fractures and she knew all of this statistical information about the relationship between credit swaps in Iceland and the financial crisis. When she told me what she'd done, I was like, UNEP, Wikipedia owns. And then she started crying. I told her not to cry because there's really good medicine nowadays and it's not like it's fatal and I might not need a colostomy bag for 10 years. But then she started crying even more. I don't know why she was crying. I'm the one who's going to end up shitting in a bag. Like I said, she's a total nerd. On Saturday last week, the pain was pretty bad and I couldn't get to sleep because I couldn't keep my codeine down. So Dad just sat next to me on the couch and started reciting all the American presidents in order from memory. That was random. Grover Cleveland's both number 22 and number 24 because he served non-consecutive terms. I think he wanted to talk about stuff, but he didn't know what to say. So we just talked. When he went up to bed, he patted me on the shoulder and said, Franklin Roosevelt was elected president 3 times, and he was a proper cripple. Franklin Roosevelt was number 32. Am I supposed to talk about my feelings? I don't know, I'm good. I feel good. My feelings about being sick. I don't really have any feelings about being sick. I do have a slogan for you guys though, if you'd like to hear it. Crohn's and colitis Australia. Life's shit and then you die. Not cool? I've got one about schizophrenia too. All my friends kept telling me I'm crazy. That's not funny. Maybe it should be all our friends keep telling us we're crazy. People with epilepsy are pretty funny. Maybe next time we could mix this whole thing up a bit, you know? Like we could invite other people who've got other things stuffed up with them and then we could all have a nice old chat and maybe we'd feel better about ourselves because, you know, I mean like the other day I was really sad because like I really want to go to Cambodia and now I can't get travel insurance, but you know, if we had an epileptic here, maybe I'd feel better about myself because, you know, at least I can go to a rave. You know, if I ever start liking techno music. And they'd feel better too because let's face it, we're revolting. Maybe I could swap diseases with an epileptic who likes dancing and toilets. You said before that there wasn't anything too stupid to share with the group, so I'll just say it. You'll think I'm nuts, but I've got the talking stick, so you can all just go get stuffed. It was 8 weeks ago, just after I found out. The day after my endoscopy, which, by the way, when I woke up the next morning, felt like I'd been deep-throating a screwdriver. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so it was just after I found out about, and I'm walking back from the bus stop, slowly, because I'm tired, when I start to get this really weird sensation in my foot, like there was something in there. So I sat down on a wall, and I took off my right shoe, and I shook it, but nothing came out. And it was weird because there wasn't anything in my shoe, but there was a small rock in my foot. Inside, like under the skin, under the sole of my right foot. What was strange about this rock, if it makes sense for there to just be one strange thing about a rock just hanging out inside your foot, was that it was perfectly round, like a marble, trapped just beneath the surface of the skin. It was small that day. It started out small. It's bigger now. The size of a golf ball in my heel, but smooth, not dimpled. I can show you. You can touch it if you like. You'd think I'd worry about it. I'm not worried. I like it. Every time my right foot hits the ground, I feel it roll slightly under the skin, like a hinge or a wheel. I take a step and it slips. I take another step and it slips again. The little ball speaks to me when it rolls. Keep going, it tells me. I step and it slips. Keep going. And I keep going. Is that weird? I don't really care if it's weird. Stuff weird. They told me I'd be getting sick, but actually I'm just getting awesome. Sure, I'm anemic. I'm tired. Can't get much sleep because every time I lie down, I throw up. The other night I was throwing up so much that the bile I was spewing was bright yellow, like a highlighter. And then it turned pink with the blood. But Dad says that from a distance it sounds like I'm laughing when I vomit. Sure, yeah, I know my body's trying to eat itself, but what if it isn't? What if I'm actually changing? I think I might be. My elbows feel strange. And my shins, they're itchy. And the back of my head feels a lot smoother than usual, and when I press it, my scalp just slides over the surface. So I have this idea. I think I might be turning into glass. I'm turning into glass. I think that all my bones and all my muscles and all my skin are turning into glass. Really hard and smooth and clear. Fragile, yeah, but heaps strong.